Well, hello, Miss Catherine.
Hello, VE Griffith. How's it going?
It is going. I am going crazy. How are you doing?
Oh, okay. Um, Pretty good. A little tired, but that's just me.
Well, that's good, I guess. That means you're getting stuff done?
Um, Not writing related, unfortunately. I have some writing related done and then some not. So it'll be really funny because you're probably going to laugh really hard at the story. So we'll start with you. How are things going?
Things are crazy here. Writing related, I am still working through my manuscript with JP, Rindfleisch the Ninth. And we have reached the point where you can hear the whistling sound from my manuscript because it sucks so hard. Um, we're looking at larger structural issues rather than nitty gritty line by line stuff. I think the line by line is kind of okay, but I've got stuff that I need to add, and I've got stuff that I need to add, and the stuff that I need to add, and the stuff that I need to add. So there's lots of work to do. I knew that there would be stuff to add. I wanted stuff to add. It may wind up being 60 to 70K by the time I'm done with it. Right now, I think it's at about 45K without looking. And that's up from 40 when I started. So that's a positive in my opinion. It's getting closer to genre expectations and my personal goal for what I want the book to be. Um, so it works well, I think. JP is an excellent coach. So, um, he's working well with that. I sent somebody the first 11 chapters, uh, and I don't know if they've looked at them or not.
I have not gotten to
Yeah,
that,
that's what I thought.
and I will get to why,
Okay.
but that is okay.
Okay. Well, I sent them in PDF for you. So,
Yes, thank you.
um, anyway, the other big project that I've been working on is my visa application. We're getting down to the wire on it, and they sent me a bunch of document requests. So I need to provide photographs and excerpts of our conversations by instant message. I've got to provide bank statements that shows our financial interdependence. Um, you know, so it's difficult and there's a lot of it, and I have a very short time frame. My current visa expires
Mhm.
October the 8th. And as we record this here in Australia, it is Tuesday, October the 1st, 2024. So I have a
Wow.
week to get it done.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I don't know if the podcast would help with that because you do have at least that is also some history.
yeah, I do. And so we can talk about that. I don't know how much detail we want to get into because, it is a personal relationship
Mhm.
and there is some privacy that we want to maintain. Um,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, so we're not going to talk about some things. Um, but we will talk about what we need to talk about. So
Mhm.
I've spent this morning putting together PDFs and sitting with my iPad and highlighting the PDFs for the bank statements. This transaction is restaurants, and this one is pet care, and this one is that, and this one is the other, and this one is the other. So
Mhm.
it's very slow. It's very tedious. At one point, I saved my finished PDF right over the other finished PDF, and I erased about 2 hours of work. So,
Mm.
yeah, it sucked. It was bad. It was really bad. So I had to go back and redo it.
Mhm.
And every document requires a key. Um, so I'm having to make keys. I'm having to, and every bank account, you have to combine the statements into one PDF. So if I have four statements, that's four PDFs that I then have to, and then my key, which I have to combine all into one document. And then I have to go through it and mark it with the pen, and so it's just a lot of work. So,
Yeah, that sounds it.
Yep. So that's what I've been up to. I haven't gotten much done in terms of new writing, simply because I've been working on the visa application. That's a higher priority because I do not want to have to leave Australia. Even for a
Hmm.
short period of time, I don't want to have to leave. So,
Yeah, makes
yep.
sense.
So that's what I got going on.
All right.
What's your story?
Guess that leaves me now. All right. So I've gotten back into quite a bit of wedding planning now. Um, we're at this point the same time away from the wedding as when I first started making plans for my original wedding date.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm at that zone where I'm like, ooh, you've got maybe 10 months and you probably should figure out some stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back into quite a lot of wedding planning, which is really nice. And I've been driving Trevor up a wall with it. And then we're preparing to buy the house. So we've been getting all of that stuff together. Um, that's been interesting.
Yeah.
David's bridal has also been very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of corporate changes, and working for a corporation is interesting all in its own. If you've ever worked for one, you know that like there's only so much you have room to do
Mm-hmm.
and not do. And then I'm pretty much fully adjusted to doing the YMCA again. So like, yeah, I can get up and crawl out of bed and no problem and go to work and then go to work again. So that's really nice that I'm like fully adjusted to that again. As for writing, there's this book blurb that I am supposed to have finished. And I've procrastinated by writing a short story. Eleanor's short story. And I was feeling really good about this short story. Like it was good. And it was gonna be under 4,000 words. And I was like super proud of myself. And I'm going through this, and my computer glitched and erased the entire thing.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
Windows for you.
No, that's any computer. But the thing is like, even though I had Word already saving it, I was really thankful that I had backed up part of it already to OneNote. Because I had taken a break, went back to work. When I came home from it, in between it going to sleep or something, it glitched it and erased everything I had written.
Oh,
So it erased about 2,000 words that I had sat down during that half hour. And I don't know how I banged out 2,000 words during a half hour lunch break, but I was feeling this story and it was thrilling. It was amazing to see a young Eleanor like starting to step into the Eleanor that you will get to. So her deciding like to do something and actually challenge like the community around her to do stuff, and be her being like, I'm a woman and I get like, remember 1800 style, and I'm going to use it to my advantage to shock them, was a fun way to write it,
mm-hmm.
where she's like, of course, and I'm talking to you as if I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was so much fun to see that, like her figuring out how to do it. And what was interesting is like throughout like the book, we talk a lot about how like her dad lets her do things, and when she was younger, let her do things that you wouldn't normally do as a woman in the 1800s, and how he really helped to bring everything out in her, right? And then in the short story, it is fascinating to see how much of her mother is in her.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, her mom is a character you don't really get to see too much of, especially in the newer version where I cut out, her interactions.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating to me for her to have realized, like, of course, at 15, right? The difference between her having to pretend to be a man, but using like things that she would have seen her mother do, how to like talk down to someone, but still maintain as if you are absolutely correct as a woman. And why would you question me? Why would I ever lie? I'm a woman. But still like, and it's so fun to do. So, but and then it erased it all.
Well,
So yeah.
you got to have the fun twice.
That is yeah, I suppose. But it was good and I was so proud of it and then it erased it and I was so annoyed because this is not the first time I have lost Eleanor's short story. I have started Eleanor's short story before and I cannot find it in any of my backups anywhere. So I've had to completely rewrite one. And then this computer is or in general, people are like, I don't know. I don't know if you should be writing Eleanor's short story. So, so hopefully tomorrow, which will be Tuesday for me in October 1st, I will be able to sit down and be able to finish it.
Hmm.
That is my goal because I'm also supposed to meet with our accountability group and really should have had it done 3 weeks ago.
Well, we'll have to spank you with a wet noodle if you don't get it done.
Sounds like a plan. That means you have to leave Australia.
For the opportunity to spank you with a wet noodle, I very well might.
Anyway, any other big plans, or are we just gonna really like focus down on that visa stuff? Because that's coming up real
Yeah, the
soon for
visa
you.
stuff is the very, very highest priority of what I've got going on. The other um the other thing that we're doing is we're planning a trip to the Great Barrier Reef, but that's going to wait until
Ooh,
after the visa, obviously.
yeah.
So we'd like to go there. Haley says that she wants to go see it before it dies, and so we will do that.
Hmm. Okay. Are you gonna go scuba diving?
I cannot scuba dive because I have not found a way to protect my glasses. And every time I put on a scuba mask, it doesn't seal because of the ears of my glasses, and I get water in my eyes, and that's no bueno. So, no, I will not be going scuba diving
This will maybe sound really dumb, but why not get contacts for once? Just so you
because
can
I have
go.
tried contacts in the past and I really fucking hate them.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, they require special fitting. It takes me forever to get them in and out. I don't, I require, my eyes are such that I require very expensive, weird contacts.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just, a $50 pair of contacts. It's, $100 to get them looked at, to get them fitted, and then $300 for 3 months of contacts. And it always feels like my eyes don't close completely. And so I go through a lot of the saline stuff through the eye drops, and the eye drops
Yeah.
are about $18,000 a gallon. So I have no desire to do contacts anymore. I've tried twice in my life, and both times were abject failures. So
Okay.
I just won't scuba dive. We've got a wetsuit coming so that I can go into the water without worrying too much about
Dying.
jellyfish. But I don't think that scuba diving is for me. We are going to do the glass bottom boat.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So, and we'll find some other stuff to do as well. There's some geology up there to look at that I love. Obviously I'm a geology nerd. Went to college for
Hmm.
geology. So, I'm looking forward to the trip just after the visa.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So if ever you land up breaking the sides of your glasses and need to get a new pair, keep that one, the small little one, and then tape it to the inside of your goggles. And when you stick them on your face,
Oh,
you'll just have your glasses.
that's an idea. You can get prescription goggles, but they're very expensive.
Yeah, and if you're only going once,
Yeah,
you don't need
I'm
prescription
not an
glasses.
underwater diver. I don't need that.
Okay. Well, you'll have to definitely share pictures.
I will.
Good.
I will. Maybe I'll put them on the website.
There you go. The adventures of, V.E. Griffith in the outback.
Well, the Great Barrier Reef is not the outback.
No, but us Americans, outback is just Australia.
There you go. Yeah. Us ignorant Americans, rude Americans, terrible drivers. Every time I almost get into an accident, I scream, fucking American drivers.
I suppose.
So, because,
Although, no, I've almost been hit twice this week. So, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
The week has only just started.
yeah. Well, I occasionally still start driving on the wrong side of the road and have to pull over. And so, because
Right.
Australia drives on the
It's
left side of the
opposite
road.
there. Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. And you know how when you're yielding to somebody, you yield to the person on your left and they go first? Well, now you yield to
Well,
your right. So, like in a traffic circle, because the traffic
oh,
circle is
okay. Yeah,
going the
no,
other
I see what you're
way.
saying. Yeah. Okay. That's
And
awkward.
yet it's very awkward. And they have lots and lots and lots of traffic circles here. They're very popular. So, anyway, that's what I have going on.
Sounds good. We'll have to keep everybody updated on your visa
Yes.
and my short story.
Yes. So, okay. Well, then I guess we will see everybody next time.
Stay magical.
Bye.